And welcome to Nancy's Neighborhood, folks. And I don't care what the calendar or anybody else says about spring, it's cold outside. And I think I'm one of those people that thinks it does not really get to be spring until Easter. So we're still going to have some cold weather. I know we are. But I am thrilled to have my dear friend Tracy Wright on with me today. And Tracy is... she's on my Chair-ries committee. She's been on my Chair-ries committee since she moved to Cleveland.
I have.
I mean, there's nothing like roping her right in. And so she's moving.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about
We're
that
not going to
today,
talk about
Nancy.
that
That's
today.
not the topic.
No, we're not. That's not the topic. Today's topic is Chair-ries Jubilee.
Yes.
And Tracy has been working on that for 9 years.
I has been.
Wow. So let's tell everybody a little bit about Chair-ries Jubilee.
Well, it is one of the premier events in the spring here in Cleveland, Tennessee. And if you're not there, I mean, what's wrong with you?
That's right. If you're not there, you're square.
That's it.
Yeah.
And where would you be?
I don't know.
You know, it's April the 12th this year, and it's being held again at the Museum Center at 5 Points, which has been a great partner for us.
They have been.
For this event, because it's a time-intensive, day-intensive event.
It is.
That requires the use of a venue for multiple days, not just the night of the actual event, and they have been really great to work with over the years.
They have been. I couldn't ask for a better group because we need them. We need it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and half a day on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. So that's a time commitment.
It is a time commitment.
They've been great.
They have been because, you know, I think they've had people ask about booking weddings there and things like that, but we were already booked, so, and I appreciate them. They've been great to work with.
It's a fun night.
It is. And Tracy does a couple of things on the committee. One of them she's in charge of is the program, but she also coordinates the volunteers. So share that with people.
Oh, we've been really fortunate. I think this will be our third year
or fourth. Yeah, I can't remember
that we
exactly.
have an events class from Lee University where the students sign up and they come and get hands-on experience putting all that theory they've been learning in the classroom into actual practice.
And it's so good for them because I think sometimes I look at them on Wednesday afternoon about 3 o'clock and their eyes have glazed over and it's like, really?
And I think it really doesn't come together for them until Friday night when they see exactly how everything comes together and we're making this great work happen to keep arts programs in our schools.
Absolutely. And you know, you hate it, and being on the Board of Education, I apologize every week for something, but when budget cuts are made, the first thing that's cut is the arts, and the second thing that's cut is physical education. And so we need to support the arts.
We definitely do, and I'm glad that I wasn't here 21 years ago, but as my dear friend Nancy said one year at the Community First Awards Gala when she was recognized, I wasn't born in Cleveland, but I got here as fast as I could. I feel that way about Chair-ries. I wasn't here 21 years ago, but I got here as fast as I could into Cleveland, this wonderful community that has been so warm and welcoming for me and my family. And so when I got here and learned about the important mission and what you all 21 years ago had the vision to do in terms of taking at that time regular old wooden school chairs, having folks, amazing artists in our community take those and paint them up and decorate them, and then community members came and they bid on them, and y'all raised a lot of money even in that first year.
The first year we raised about $9,500.
Which is big,
that
21 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah, and people probably had no clue what y'all doing.
Absolutely, they had no clue.
Chair-ries Jubilee, the way y'all spell it.
And of course it's spelled, if you notice on the monitor here, it's spelled Chair-ries, but we have diverted a little bit from just chairs to other things.
Yeah, I mean, amazing things, amazing finds. We don't want you to take them for a huge bargain, but you might get a little bit of a deal. But remember, the whole thing, we're there to support arts in the school. It's all for the kids. And so you come, we're going to feed you well, because amazing caterers throughout our community come and provide their most delicious food items.
Yes. And some of those caterers have been with us. Impressions Catering has only missed 1 year since we've been at the museum. Cafe Roma has been with us for a long time. Gardeners has been with us for a long time. So, and this year we signed on to Tzatziki's.
I'm excited about that.
I am too. I am too, because they're opening out there where Stevie B's was in the Target Center
in there.
on the 16th of April. So the 12th of
Perfect.
April will be their introduction into Cleveland.
How exciting.
I know, I'm excited
Perfect
for
timing
it.
them.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have another little project that's part of this, that the 10 student chairs.
This is a new initiative that one of our members actually recommended that it took off.
It did.
The schools jumped on the opportunity. We pulled out 10 wooden chairs, going back old school, because this is our 21st year, and it's the year of coming of age transformation is our theme. Every year we have a new theme. And so we thought to celebrate 21 years, it was time to add a new twist. So this school contest, where 10 lucky schools were able to get a teacher there early enough before we ran out of the contest opportunity chairs, and they grabbed one, and I can't wait to see them.
I can't either.
Have you seen a few?
I have seen a few. We have Eunice the Unicorn.
Oh.
Yes, and that one's very interesting. I did take some chairs today to First Tennessee Bank and Southeast Bank, and there's 2 student chairs at First Tennessee or contest chairs, and 2 contest chairs at Southeast. So anybody that goes into those banks this week can see those 2. Then there's other pieces in there too. And hopefully next week I'll have some more that I can take to, I think it's Capstar, which was Athens Federal, and Andrew Johnson Bank will get furniture next week.
How cool. And
Yeah.
that's a nice thing. Our local banks support us by allowing us to bring a few pieces so you can go and get a little preview.
Yes, a little teaser.
A teaser of what's to come. And I assure you, some of the pieces are a little bit larger, so we couldn't do them as traveling. It's just every year I'm blown away with the creativity of the amazing artists and what they come up with.
I am too. And then we have B.W. James Jewelers, who always donates, ever since they've been in Cleveland, they've been donating 2 pieces of
Beautiful
jewelry.
pieces.
And he's great to work with, because I think Tommy bought Janae a ring last year, but he said she could come out and pick what she wanted because she graduates this year. So I said, wow,
I mean, just great service like that. And he doesn't have to do that.
No,
He's
he doesn't.
donating.
That's right.
And so our community support for 21 years has been absolutely amazing.
It has been. And we have raised over $475,000. So
And this is our year. Nancy has challenged us with our chair. We're going to cross that 500.
we're going to get to $500,000.
Yes,
That's what we
woo!
want. That's
We're claiming
absolutely what
it.
we do. And we bring a lot of different opportunities into our schools. With this money, we give we give $50, we give $500. I'll get it right. $500 grants to teachers who write grants, and then we also bring in some people, like the storytellers and musicians and things like that.
And they go to the schools, or else we have it at a central place, maybe Lee, and the students are bussed over to enjoy that particular form of art.
And to me, that's great, because we at least, it's like I used to tell my child, we have exposed you to it. Whether it takes or not, I don't know, but we have exposed you to the arts.
Exactly.
So, and then, Tracy, tell them how you do the program, because this is awesome to me. I mean, I'm just going, duh.
Well, that's another great partnership we have with Dawkins Graphics here in our
Absolutely.
community, who is able to accommodate our crazy fun schedule. So
Yes.
earlier, Nancy was saying our furniture is dropped off on Wednesday and Thursday, the 2 days before our event, which this year is on Friday, April the 12th. You get that calendar out,
That's
mark
right.
it.
Mark it now.
You don't want to miss it. And so we will wrap up our business at the Museum Center probably around 7, sometimes a little later,
Yeah.
on Thursday night, and I go home and finish typing the last bit for our program and ship it off to Dawkins. And usually by noon the next day, they have a beautifully printed program booklet for us. So it's been an amazing partnership
It has
and
been.
understanding. So usually when I reach out to them after we set our date and say this is the year, and then once we pick our color, and I say this is our color, Nancy Clymer over there, she's like, I got you on the books, girl. No worries.
And that's awesome. And speaking of the color this year is living coral. That's it.
It's
Tracy
pretty.
almost has it on today.
Almost, a little too deep.
But it's living coral. And the reason we change it around is I think the first 5 or 6 years we did red, 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 red. And finally we just got tired of red. But I mean, I know it's cherries, so it's kind of supposed to be red, but And I think the napkins will probably still be red, and some other things will be red, but this year it's living coral.
I think that's a beautiful color. There was a lot of excitement from our committee.
There was.
A lot of people think that color looks good on them, so.
Well, I think it looks lovely on me, and I wish I'd worn it today so we could talk about it, but I didn't. And then what Tracy does is you sit there all day Wednesday and all day Thursday while these artists are bringing in these pieces and donating them.
Mm-hmm. And we're getting them in there and make those final changes that night, and voila.
I know, and I know it's midnight before you get through with the booklet. I know it is. And then Dawkins has it ready for you to pick up about 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. So she comes running into the museum, and we slap bid numbers on the back of those programs, and we're ready to go.
That's it. We got a well-run machine.
We
We've
do.
been doing it for a while now.
We do. Now, the problem is, I looked at the calendar today, Tracy, and it's 2 weeks.
It is.
And it's exciting, but it's kind of like you're going, oh my goodness, it's almost
Have
time.
we done this? Have we done this? This, final chat list
Right.
checking time. And Nancy, we still have tickets people could get, right?
Yes, we do. They're available at the Chamber for $25 or at
People, it's a steal. People can't believe we have kept our prices consistent for all 9 years I've been here. It's been the 25.
Right.
That's unheard of.
And for that, you get food, enough food to consider a meal.
Yes.
You get adult beverages.
Yes.
And you have all the fun in the world.
Yeah, and you might be the lucky bidder to go home with some amazing furniture pieces, jewelry. You just never know.
And you have-
experiences, because we get attractions.
Oh, yes, we do.
That donate some pretty cool gift certificates, and we always compile and make some neat gift baskets that you could have a day in Chattanooga or a weekend in Gatlinburg.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing.
It is. It is. And we are so thrilled with the support we get from everybody that here in the community, because they are wonderful to support us. Now, if they don't get their tickets in advance, they're $30 at the door.
So you better go on and get it. Save that $5 for your bidding process.
That's it.
If you're like me, I want my money to go
That's
for the
it.
education that way.
We're gonna. My problem is once I get on that stage with the microphone, I don't get to go down and bid on
I
things.
know,
so
Nancy. We need to get you off because you got deep pockets over there.
I wish I had deep pockets,
But we know Nancy has supported in so many ways over the years and continues even now. She's always one of the first to get her corporate sponsorship in and just supports. I mean, her leadership, and I don't know
Well,
how many
thank you.
pieces of furniture she has bought that goes into our storage for artists to come and collect to transform.
And people have asked me before, said, where do you get the furniture that's in the warehouse? Well, yard sales, estate sales, and we don't pay more than $10 for a piece of furniture. Actually, we have been known to pick them up on the side of the road.
Roadside, yes, some of the best
roadside.
finds.
Yeah, some of the best finds have been roadside. So, and we have them there. If the artist says, I don't have a piece of furniture, Kathy Thigert has been meeting them at the warehouse and giving them a piece of furniture. And so these little wooden student chairs, Kelly Smith told me a gentleman in Chattanooga had them for $2 a piece.
Oh, my goodness.
So I bought 50.
Yeah.
That's why everybody said, Nancy, we got to do something with these chairs. They're growing. They're multiplying. So anyway, but Tracy, thank you so much for coming on today and talking about this, because we're going to talk about it from now on this show until actually the 12th. And we hope everybody comes out.
Yeah, I promise you, you won't be disappointed. It is indeed one of the premier events in this community. And again, you're supporting an amazing cause of keeping art programs in our schools. And who can't get behind that?
I mean, really. And it's our city, county, and private schools, too. So,
and even colleges,
and
the
college,
universities
we do. Yes, we
get
do.
some
Yes.
funding from it. So it's a win-win-win for our community.
It is. It is. Tracy, thank you so much.
No, thank
I'm gonna
you.
turn you loose and let you run back to work.
It's
I don't know how they lasted for 30 minutes without you, but thanks so much, Tracy. Folks, don't go away. Watch our commercials, support our sponsors, because they pay our bills. And I'll be right back with our next guest to talk with us about Relay for Life. So don't go away.